Well, howdy doody there, neighborinos. What is going on? Foxman checking in with a new series. Hopefully one that will keep me interested for a while, or keep you guys interested. Hopefully the game that I'm playing in this series will keep me interested for a while. The game in question, if you cannot see, if you're not looking at the screen right now, well, I don't know what the heck you're doing, but maybe it's serious. Maybe you need some help. You know, do you need some help? I'll help you. Anyways, it's Sunless Sea. Foxman plays Sunless Sea. Some interesting timing on this game. I'll just quickly get into this. If you've seen other stuff on my channel, Darkest Dungeon, I feel it has very similar sort of vibe to Darkest Dungeon, or vice versa. Actually, Sunless Sea has been in early access for quite a while now, and it's just more recently been the final version of it has come out. So that's cool. I feel like it's not actually gotten a huge amount of publicity, or maybe not as much as it deserves. Let me put it that way, at least. It's a good game. That's why I'm playing it. But it's difficult. It's a roguelike with RPG-ish elements. You know, you get to choose your own story and path and all that stuff, and the map stays somewhat similar. There's consistent elements to it in terms of locations and story elements and all that stuff, but the actual geography of it will change up. So, you know, I don't want to get into too much of this stuff before we start, but what I do want to say is you guys know I have a serious problem with length of videos sometimes, so I do want to make this one just a little bit shorter, just so we can kind of get going, and then subsequent episodes, they probably will be longer once I kind of really get sinking my teeth into the game. So that's that. Just putting that out there. So yeah, we'll talk more about the game as we go. I think that's probably ideal, because I know you guys will probably thinking like, hey, play the game already, you dummy. And you know what? I'm gonna listen to you. So I have played this game before. I've played it on stream as well, my Twitch stream, and I've got an old Foxman Fiddles way back in the earlier access days. So you can always check that out, but obviously this is the most relevant and up-to-date version of the game, you know, the full-on final release. So that's cool. So I'm gonna hit start a new game, actually. I think that's gonna be best for me. Yes, because the previous game was one from the stream, and you know, it's fun doing that sort of stuff on the stream. You get to interact with gamers and just other people in general, and they can kind of help tell you the way you should play or the way you should take your character, which I think is fun. But you know, this is a bit of a more of a texty game. You know, there's a lot of reading and there's a lot of story to it, so I need to pay attention to that, which is something that's a little more difficult when you're trying to stream a video game. So that's kind of why I decided to start up a series on this, because I want to play it. But it's the kind of game I feel is maybe a little bit better in terms of a recorded video rather than a streamed video. Maybe you disagree, and hey, that's what the comments are for, so let's have it. But for those of you who have not seen any videos or anybody play this game or anything about it, you know, I will be going over some of the basics. I definitely need to put more time into this game as is. I'm far from an expert. I'm definitely, you know, it's amateur hour right now. So future videos, we will learn, we'll get better. Again, I rely on you guys a lot in the comments and stuff as well, if you've played the game more than I have, to see what you have done and how you fared and how that can maybe make me better at it. Anyways, we've got our little booklet here in our captain's log and all that stuff, and of course we get to decide what kind of captain we are. So here, again, I'm going to read out a lot of the text because I know some of you may be watching this on a smaller screen, even your phone or something, so I don't expect you to be able to see all of the text, but you know, maybe you just want to hear my voice anyways. Who knows? So here the captain's making. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened up vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee. You'll see that a lot. Like, it's the Z not sea kind of stuff. And Under Z, we're in Fallen London, so this takes place in the same universe as a previous previous game in this universe. It was an online web-based game and all that kind of stuff. So maybe some of you who have played that and for whatever reason the name is not coming across my mind, you'll be familiar with the aesthetic and kind of the lore of this universe. So, you know, things like Under Z, you're going to be like, oh, yes, I remember that. But I myself haven't played that, so this is all newish to me. So we get to choose our past, decide who you were and what you want to be, and a past wreathed in shadows. So we can decide later, but we will decide soon after we do this. So, you are now lodged in a room above the blind helmsman. Good to know. Now, who were you? Now you're captain, now you belong to the Under Z, but who were you before? A street urchin? I'm not actually going to necessarily read out all of these. The thing to note is that when you die as a captain, you don't start out completely from scratch. You get to carry on usually like one trait or one element from your previous run, your previous life. So it could be like you get to keep the map that you've explored thus far, or maybe you get to keep some of the currency or other things like that. Again, we will see that all when we inevitably die. That's kind of one of the things. You will die many times before you're successful, at least earlier on in our Sunless Sea career. So, a street urchin. Your urchin gang cast you out when you grew too tall. You took to sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. The last big score was enough to buy a ship. So give you a bonus to Veils, the skill of subtlety and evasion, which is nice. So each of these classes, you know, they have a different skill, a different bonus. So it's more than just part of being, you know, the story of what your past is, but it's also playing into your future and all that. And different people have different play styles. So some of these classes, as I'm calling them anyways, will play into your success potentially or failure. So the poet, I'm just going to read, this will give you the bonus of pages, the skill of trickery and knowledge. Veteran of the campaign of 68. This will give you the bonus of iron, the skill of causing direct damage. Damage with our ship, that is. An ordained priest, this will give you the bonus of hearts, the skill of healing and morale. And a natural philosopher, which is the bonus of mirrors, the skill of deception and perception. Or sorry, detection and perception. I don't think most philosophers would be deceitful, would they? Maybe some of them. Descartes, Nietzsche. I'm not really sure. I kind of like. I almost subtlety and evasion. I think that's gonna be good for me. I try not to take too much damage in games, which is, you know, the opposite of what actually happens. You know, my intention is not to take damage, but that's I'm basically jinxing it every time I say that I'm gonna take a ton of damage. But I'm gonna go a street urchin. So low cunning on the high seas. Your friend, another Longshanks knows a little gunnery, only a little, but she can help. So that's her up there, Longshanks gunner. A recent graduate from the urchin gangs, but where did she learn to fire a cannon? So she has +1 to iron, and of course we can interact because we kind of this part we're gonna gather a crew. You want to figure out, you know, what is their past, what are their goals and stuff like that. You have to manage your crew, which is kind of one of the RPG-ish elements to the game. So we've gained 25 veils for a total of 50, 10 echo for a total of 60. So echo is the currency in this game. It'll allow us to buy supplies and weapons and different doodads. Street urchin, now you're a Z captain and your a stranger quality has gone. Welcome to the world. So we'll continue there. So now we get to choose our ambition. What does winning mean to you? Which is kind of cool. Again, I like this. Different people have different ambitions, right? I wish more games would kind of recognize that there doesn't have to be one end goal of, you know, necessarily beating the boss or like collecting 1,000,000 coins or you know, I don't know. It's kind of nice that they give you this option. So your father's bones. Your father was lost at sea. You never knew him, but you've often dreamed of him. Find and return his remains to London for a decent burial. Or fulfillment. Gather 100 tales. Learn all you can of the Z. Write a masterpiece. Retire. And of course, wealth. You know how it is to be poor. Now you want a mansion, servants, fine clothes, a family, perhaps. You know what? I think that's a little bit straightforward-ish of a goal, and or an ambition, a little cliche at times, and I mean maybe it aligns actually kind of with our class a little more. Gangs are always about getting paid. I got to get paid, but now we're a captain. You know, we're learning. It's a life lesson. I kind of want to just do the father's bones. I want to find my father's bones. I think that's a good story-ish. You know, the fulfillment one is still, it's almost like gathering currency in a way. Instead of gathering currency, you're gathering stories. So we do have to explore the world and gather these stories, and that could be kind of cool too. But I just like the father's bones ones. I don't know. I'll mix it up in the future for sure. But there we go. Your objective ambition quality is now find your father's bones and then retire. So that's cool. Captain, in irregularity with the harbor master's office, they wish to know what term of address do you prefer ashore. This will determine what people call your captain, but your captain's gender is up to you. You know, again, I like these options. I think it's nice. But as far as I'm concerned, captains are captains, right? Like, it's the code, man. It's the code. Maybe I'll get fancy later on. But to run a ship, you need to understand the hierarchy, the order of it. So if you let people call you citizen, you think in the time of need and stuff, they're going to be like, and you're going to be like, you, like, put out that fire. Like, yes, citizen. Yes, I will put out the fire, citizen. No, like, you don't get respect by calling somebody, or, you know, being called citizen by somebody. Maybe you do a little bit, but captain, that comes with order. That comes with respect, you know. That comes with fear. Maybe a little love. Who knows? I want both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me. Anyways, we're going to go with captain. So, you know, again, little typical, but I believe in the code. So, captain is a last piece of advice. Explore, take chances. This captain will probably die. The Z is hungry, but each captain passes on lessons to the next. So that's cool. So now we're captain. Continue. We get to pick our little, I don't know, avatar, caricature. I do like the octopus Medusa. She's nice, but I am a guy, so we should go with a guy. I'm an old gang guy. Who could look like an old gang dude? He looks more like a detective. He looks like a doctor. He looks like a philosopher, medicine man. He's just digging for gold. Gang guy. He looks Phantom of the Opera. He looks like a thief, not a gang guy. He looks like an experiment gone wrong. Maybe let's just go with this guy. He looks kind of sexy. Got the mousy nose. I got a bit of a mousy nose myself, so let's just go with him. What's our name gonna be? Because this guy's gonna die, so I'm pretty sure. We're still learning, so let's go with Captain. Razagul. Captain Judge Reinhold. Captain Bacon. Let's go Captain Bacon. There we go. Bacon. It's bacon. It's French. So here we go. Your father lost at Z so very long ago. The trail was cold, but now you have a lead. Meet with Slivy, the urchin who speaks... Slivy? Who speaks to the wind. The urchins of London, London there. In the flit, a creaking roof maze high above the streets. A bad altitude, as everyone knows. Slivy hears things, Slivy knows things. A week ago he mentioned that your father was as strong a swimmer as you. I'm a terrible swimmer. Wow. No, I can swim, like in real life. I took lessons when I was a kid. Okay, so we got that. A troubled tongue. Slivy's face is disfigured by a wine-stained birthmark, and he struggles with the stutter. Marks of the lightning's kiss. So I'm gonna move this. It is harder for me to read. The text is small. Kiss one night when he got too bold in the storm. They say, yes, I've been waiting for you. I'm not gonna do the stutter. I don't want to do that. I just want me a mutter salt. What's mutter salt? Or muter salt? Muter salt? Muter salt. Something to calm me tongue. Bring it and I'll tell you who has your father. Alright. So at least we've got a little bit of a quest. Go north along the coast to Wither and bring back muter salt for Slivy. From the north. So in London, you can buy mutter salt and Wither if you have little money. So we gotta go north coast. Alright. I guess I'll try that. So your lodgings, yeah, let's read the morning paper. The enigmatic marketplace has increased its tax on love stories. The traitor empress has forbidden singing in the streets outside her palace. Wow, how rude. The anarchists of the Calendar Council have an inexplicably what? Dynamited a drinking fountain? What? Ministry of Public Decency has located and destroyed a nest of gallblighter wasps. I thought that said wasps for a second. This game. So we've got one recent news. Cool. So that is part of this story. There's part of the game. You do trade stories and you trade knowledge and events and stuff, and you write reports based on our travels and things. So it's good to gather these. They do, in a way, count as currency that, you know, you can barter them. So most of these other things are locked until we have, you know, more money or more memoirs. And, yeah, we need 1,000 echo there. We need ×1 ironclad will. A lot of these things I do not currently know. Wow. This requires a lot of stuff. That's pretty intense. Anyways. Okay, so our hold. This is the area where we have our ship, our hold. So you can see our deck, the hull damage, the life damage, crew damage, and warm-up time. So these are all elements we'll be able to change with different equipment and stuff, and adding our crew. The more crew we have, the more efficient our ship is going to be. So pretty basic here. We've got this lead beater in Stainrod reconditioned frigate surplus deck gun Mark II. That is a mouthful. My mouth is full of words. My mouth is full. That's what she said. This way up, a weapon which may serve against a small monster or feeble pirates. So there we go. We got that. So we can always sell that and get something else. And we got these elderly steeple engine, a battered rusting mechanism that will ensure your ship goes in more or less the correct direction. 100 power plus 800. Got these curiosities. So Echo, that's our money. We've got this Invictus token. I am a master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. You are in unforgiving mode with... What? I didn't... Huh? With no save slots available besides the basic autosave, you will lose this token if you switch from unforgiving to merciful. Okay, well, let's just stick with unforgiving, I guess. Be a man. This provides a vice snippet, recent news, and then we've got our supplies here, which we have 5 of, and we have fuel, which is 10, and that's all kind of monitored up here. And we also have this terror, which you can liken to stress in Darkest Dungeon. Again, vice versa. Sunless Sea's actually been kicking around for a while. But you don't want too much terror, because then your dudes, they go cray-cray. And then of course our hull was 75 to 75, and then this is the little speed thingy. We can go in reverse and we can go forward. All is hunky-dory there. Journal. This is gonna, you know, keep track of our memoirs, objectives, your father's bones. So this is telling us all that's going on there. And then MISC stuff. Almost safe. I don't know what that is. Bacon's accomplishments. Mariner. You know something about the Undersea. Cool. Officers. We've got our gunnery officer, and we have our mascot, the comatose ferret. Mostly it's mobile. Occasionally it's feral. Hearts +1. Right clicks to speak to this officer. I don't really want to speak to a comatose ferret right now, to be honest. Let's try and speak to her, actually. So, increase your iron. I'll swap your... Spending a secret will give you give your iron, but no higher than 50. So that's good. Iron is, you know, damage. She's gonna man the guns, so that's cool. Ask her what she wants from life. I'm fine with asking that. Khan's shadow. It's like a flit at Z, right? No one to tell your what to say or do, and no one to kick you downstairs. I'm gonna start talking like a legit Canadian. Not like a legit Canadian. I don't know. There's no such thing as a legit Canadian, is there? But we're doing her, cause I can't do the English accents. That's for sure. Just cause you got a little bit of tail, a little bit tall. Sorry. I'll be a faithful officer, but put me ashore at the shadows and I won't forget you. So Khan's shadow to the east of the camp proper in the east central Undersea. So if we find that place, she'll probably be happy. Maybe she'll make the love to us. Oh, and this guy's locked. It wasn't locked before, was it? I already asked her that, so that's saving the game down in the corner. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Hold officers' shops. So there are shops. We are docked in Fallen London, the mainland here. So there's quite a bit in terms of shops and supplies and all that sort of stuff. We do have 60 Echo, so I feel like I should buy some more supplies, perhaps. And these are the different shops. So they all sell different things. So this guy down here, you know, you can see 2,500 Echoes, 1,500. So these are the engines. So even this one's plus 1,500. For only 500, that's actually not... Oh, sorry, that's the sell. Oh, my bad. So the sell value is half of what the buy value is. So 1,000 to buy, 2,000 or 5,000. Wow, 2,500, 2,000. Cray. Oh, there's some more up here. Power 1,000. So this is the one I have right now, the elderly steeple engine. I could sell that for 50. It's not... Oh, sorry, for 10. I can buy it for 50. I wonder, actually, I could probably, no, I can't put a second set of engines on. I was like, let's double up, baby. But no, we can't. Zoop. Hey. Aren't I supposed to buy some salt for somebody? The meter salt? Oh, I can't buy it here. What? I can sell it here. Oh, so it's like... I wonder if it will become available at some point, or if it's just to say, like, this is the only person that will buy the meter salt, perhaps. Gotta figure that one out. To turn a profit buying bulk prices, blah, blah, blah. So, fruit, advice for captains. So I could sell that. Interesting. Supplies. So we get supplies 20, so we could buy 3 supplies. Ooh, but we might need some more fuel as well. I'm definitely not going to be able to buy most of these things. Torpedo components. Perhaps. Wait. Does that say what it says? And one of the most striking coincidences of our time, torpedoes are torpedo-shaped. Alright. Oh, we can get some pretty sweet light. Oh, so it does subtract from our veils, but it adds to our mirrors. So I think what was veils was evasion and subtlety. Sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles in case you can hear that. Which is kind of what I'm going for right now. Well, I think we should just buy... Let's buy 2 supplies and 2 fuel. Right? 1, 2. 1, 2. And we will be able to find more as we go. So that's about that. The shipyard, oh yeah, this is where we can also buy ships, of course. But sale value 1,000 echoes. These guys like trade. So it's 500 echoes. So I could actually trade for this super shitty little ding dong. And I get 500 echoes back, but I probably sink pretty quickly. Doesn't look like, wait, does it say? Okay, show detailed information. So hull is 1 versus my 75. Wow. Crew capacity, so minus 40. This is 5. You know, half the weight. Quarters 1 versus 10. Bales bonus 2. Iron bonus minus 20. I mean, I'm trying to think, again, early, so I don't really know. I'm trying to think of an instance in this game where you'd be like, yes to this. I guess if you really just if you don't want to fight and be detected, that'd be cool. And as well, having a smaller crew means you need less supplies, and the smaller ship, I'm sure the weight is part of the fuel. You know, you need more fuel and all that to push a larger vessel. So maybe it would be fast because of that too, which would be kind of cool. This guy, so we'd have to pay an extra 1,000 echoes after a trade-in. Oh, this guy looks serious. Lampad class cutter, 1,000 echoes. Oh, this guy, holy shit! Oh my goodness, what the hee-haw? Oh, okay, let's just go to the best. It's the Dreadnought. I am actually kind of scared of just looking at it. So 30,000 before a trade-in. Let's just look at the stats. Hull 600. Are you kidding me? It could go hold a crew of 100. Weighs 5,000. Quarters 40. Iron bonus. Mirrors bonus. Veil. Yeah, there's no way you're losing this thing, even in the thickest of fogs. That's cool. All right. I'm just. Advice for captains. On endings and beginners, captains often die. Okay. This is just advice for captains. I'm gonna sell the book, to be honest. Right now. Even though maybe I shouldn't. But that's 50 echo right there. Lodgings, we've already done things there. London. Oh, this is what I need to do. Visit the Admiralty's survey office. They'll pay for information from Z captains. Find out what and how. And how. Ask if there's anything particular they need. Speak to our agent there and return. We'll see that you are rewarded. So visit the port below and return to London. You can check out details in your journal at any time. Retrieve strategic information from Gators Morn in the Corsairs Force somewhere not far from home waters. Cool. We're going to ask to speak to higher authority. Usually they refuse. Survey 3 ports and return to win the Admiralty's approval. So we've got something to do there. Unlocked with favors. I'm a favor. No more than 2. Okay, let's go. I did. Oh, we've got the challenges. Hire more crew. A very modest challenge. Unlocked with 30 echo. For your ship. I don't need to repair it. Offer passage to tomb colonists. That might be okay. Let's do that. It's oddly difficult to die and fall in London, but when a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to live, they wrap themselves in bandages and take ship for the tomb colonies. Your crew cart these ones aboard in padded coffins. They'll sleep there until the journey's done. The tomb colonist is in your hold. Take to the north. Oh, we have to go up there anyways. To the colony of Venderbight, and sell them there. Colonists, you now have one. There we go. And should we try? Let's go see if we can hire some crew. Rich pickings. Your tall tales Find a ready audience. Scared and seasoned men and women tramp aboard to find places to sling hammocks. Gain 3 crew members, so we have 11 now. We lost 30 echo, which is fine. We've still got 20, which is enough for 1 thing of supplies or 2 fuel. And we succeeded in our challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance to succeed. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Okay, perhaps not. So, we've pretty much done everything. Now we're ready to go. So E to launch. We're just gonna go around for a bit. Oopsies. I was looking at my other screen there for a moment. So WASD to A is to turn upward. I don't know the starboard and this and that. They can go and suck it. But if I hit A, I move upwards to the north. If I hit D, I go down to the south. And then, that's all she wrote. And then if I W and S control the speed. So right now I'm at the 2 speed. And if I hit S1, I go down 1. And then if I hit S again, I'm 0. And then, pretty simple. So we're going to move up north. And if we get damaged enough, we lose enough crew, we won't be able to go this fast. Because you need dudes adding fuel to the fire. We're gonna stop in here, Hunter's Keep. Again, the maps, technically there's always gonna be a Hunter's Keep, but where it is in the world is gonna change from each run, which is kind of cool. It's let's see, there we go, and now we are in Hunter's Keep, a hump of dark rock, swathed in mist, like 100 other undersea islands. So we're just gonna click here and see what all we have accessible to us. But there's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns and possibly green and lush in the false starlight. Raked gravel paths. You stand on the dock at the sea nudges in the ship's side. Inexplicably warm breeze carries the fanciest trace of lavender. I love lavender. Lavender's one of my favorite scents. Present yourself at the house. They will all have heard your ship come in. Why hide? Walk in the gardens. Let's just first... Oh, spy on the house. This place may not be as simple as it seems. Straightforward challenge. Your veil's quality gives you a 100% chance of success. Let's do that then. Nice. See, I'm sneaky. Sneaky. Sly like a fox. Piano music drifts across the terrace. You peer through a half-open French window into a grand parlor, grand in size. If a little reduced in style by dust and neglect, a dark-haired, pale-skinned young woman bends earnestly over a piano keyboard. Another fair-haired, by unmistakably, excuse me, her sister sprawls on the sofa with a book. Third says, soon, she says, and the piano music falters and stops. We'll go hungry, and then the end will come. For me, not for you. Pianist raises her eyes from the keyboard. Hush. If we don't speak of it, she frowns. Sorry. Seeing you at the window. Okay. So she cut off. If you don't speak of it, what? Gain 40 fragments. That's cool, I guess. You know something about Hunter's Keep. Succeed in Veil's challenge. Yes. Present yourself at the house. Sure. Made with smoldering topaz eyes. Wow. I want to see those. Shows you into the parlor where the 3 young women wait. Visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? Acquainted with the sisters? Yes, of course. Of course. I am very hungry. The sisters... So I have to choose which one to talk to or what? Or can I do all of them? Occasionally dramatic. Lucy is middle sister, sunny, restless, prone to giggles. Phoebe, soft voice, watchful, unpredictable. I don't know, let's go with the eldest to start. She grabs her arm, whispers, her eyes are wide and blue, her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. So, barely touch your food, and the maid wraps something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. We've lost 35 hunger. Thank you. And acquainted with sisters. An occurrence. You're the gods of of the sea. Salt's attention quality is now. Is now what? Is now what? There's a space between the now and the exclamation point there. Iron remains unchanged at 25. You've now lost 1 tale of terror. Now 1 wary of terror. And gained 1 supply. Thank you. That's all for now. Can I talk to the others? Parlor's empty. Where are the sisters? The maid makes it clear through a series of unwelcome growls. Are all 3 indisposed? No lunch today, apparently. Oh, that sucks. News. This'll be good. I can write a report, can't I? You asked your sulfur-eyed maid to carry a few hints. Your news: the sisters, oddly enough, she comes back with the message that their headaches are cured and you're invited to lunch. I can't. What? I just ate lunch. Let's talk to Lucy, I guess, this time. So what is she giving us? I'm not going to read everything. You've gained 1 supply. Thank you. Have X. Again, they're missing some numbers here. The gods of Z. Stone's attention. Your acquainted sisters. That's all for now. You've lost 1 tale of terror. 0. So I'm serene. Let's see. News. Oh, shoot. I don't have any more news for them. So they won't talk to me that way. Let's do the whole cliff thingy. Ships really come here. Nothing. So you now have 1. A port report. Hunter's Keep. Cool. Yeah. So they're not going to talk to me. Can I... Where are the shops? They don't have any shops. That's fine. So let's go 1 more place, and then we're going to call it quits for this first episode. As much as I actually do just really want to keep playing, but I know how dangerous that gets. So we're gonna move up north in general. How do I do my map? Our controls are all down here. Oh, M is the short key. So you can see, we zoom out, this is the whole world, you know? We're just in a small part of it. So that's where we are right now, the little yellow thingy, Fallen London down in the southwest of us. Hunter's Keep just below us. We're gonna go up this way. Oh, there's a ship there. Oh, I think... Can we fight this guy? Do you want to fight, buddy? Let's see what he wants. Oh shit, he wants to fight. Okay, so this game, it used to be turn-based, but now it's like live action. Like, okay, we gotta slow down. Pirate. Oh, there's some bats over there too. I think they're bats, or they're like swallows or something. The way the deck weapon here works, like we can wait for it to fully charge, and then the accuracy is going to be the best. You can wait till it's kind of like half loaded, or any amount of loaded, but then that will reduce your chances of actually hitting, which is kind of a cool thing. It almost like it leaves your ability to win the fight, you know. It's less based on luck and numbers and a little more on skill, which I kind of like. I appreciate that. And turn-based, it's not like you can move around and go around islands and get into little weird crevices and stuff like that. But now we can. So we loot and scuttle her. Usually they give you a few options, but this seems to be the only option we have currently. Take what you can and move on. So we now have a cache of curiosities. A box full of mystery. Open it. We open it. A bolt of fabric. Shake it a little and let it glimmer in the light. Cool. So it's parabola linen. Is the serpent placed behind mirrors? Oh, yes, of course. Tool. Great band. Get a song after that. Or somewhere someone made that up. But in that case, where do they weave this sleek and ambery glimmering cloth? You know, of 1 bale of parabola Parabola, parabola, parabola. I just gotta get used to saying it. Linen, there we go. Cool. So we could sell that or trade it or something, you know. It's always good to get this kind of stuff. Let's keep going up north. How much fuel? We got 9 fuel. 9 supplies, though. That's cool. Just check out. I see a coastline along here. So maybe we'll just try and go along the coastline for now up until we get all the way up north. Also, we can toggle our lights. That's going to help a bit more with our evasion and stuff, but for now, I'm going to keep them on because I don't know any better. Okay. Here we go. Going along the coast. Is it actually mapping? Yeah. It's mapping the coast now. Carissa's Point. Is that our nipple? I hope Carissa doesn't have a ding-dong. She should have 2 points. Shouldn't she? 2 nipples? She lose a nipple? It's possible, I suppose. Okay. Fuel. That's the thing, too, is like you gotta keep eye on supplies because sometimes you could get so far out into the world and there's no place nearby to buy fuel. You'll just get stuck in the ocean. Alright, so we can dock up here. So let's dock up here, see what's going on, and then this is going to be my stopping point for this episode. Again, I just don't want to stop playing. I don't, but it's late. I gotta go to bed. Gotta go to bed. Okay. Let's stop right. Yeah. Oopsies. Move this around. Alright. The trouble with tomb colonists. Wait, where are we? Oh, Venderbight. I didn't even notice that. That is one of the places. I think it's always up here. That's one of the few places that remains unchanged. No? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So here we have a choice. So help out an immigrant. Your tomb colonist passenger yanks off her bandages. She looks remarkably healthy for a tomb colonist. I'm not as dead as I look, she confesses, and I won't get ashore without your help. Yes, the constables are looking for me back home. Is that a problem? Make no promise of discretion. Keep your nose clean. You'll drop her off at the dock as you promised, and after that, it's her problem. I'm gonna be a nice guy. I'll be a nice guy. So, muffle doors. You sip your... you slip furtive passenger past the skin check post and the confirmation of consolation. Thanks, Captain, she remarks. Casually, let me teach you a couple of tricks. Just in case you do this again, here's a little money, blah, blah, blah. So now I have 1 menaces suspicion, so I guess I'm suspicious of her? This will increase as you conduct criminal activities or have contact with rough sorts. The higher your suspicion, the more fiercely the excise will search your ship. Oh, so maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't want them to search my ship. We lost our tomb colonist, gained 200 echo. I'm happy with that. Sister, you've gained 1 Vales. Now 51. Cool. So, what can we do here? We could do our report by exploring Venderbight. Visit the first curator. Gather gossip. Well, let's start at the top here. So you've lost 1 terror. Alright, I guess that's fine. I thought I was gonna get a report. Oh, maybe it's gather gossip. Let's gather gossip. There, we got a port report for Venderbight. So that's gonna help us with the Admiralty back in Fallen London. We need 3 of those. So we've got 2 because we got the other one from, where is it? Hunter's Keep. Let's visit this curator. Z Captains. The first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonists. But even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. Its time is close. So, listen to the whispered request. Ask about the Grand Sanatorium. Accept the commission. Depart for now. 7 colors, pay well. One hears the name whispered. Yeah, that's just 7 colors. Find them here and there across the wide Black Sea. Oh, so that's a nice little quest, I guess. Wait, did we just... Yeah, we just did that. Okay. Ask about this. Wait, what did he say? Don't dive low, not unless we go to sea, so we need something else somewhere to end. Cool. Commission. No more words. It collapses. Da, 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 da. You now have one of this, a page from the nether bow. We got several of those. Oh, these are the colors he was talking about? The nether bow. Alright, thanks for that, buddy. Can we visit you again? Can I ask about this? You gonna tell me something good? No, he's not. Shops. What do we got for shops? How? Because I got some money. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything here. Foxfire candles. Foxfire 5. We've all made mistakes. If only those mistakes could be left in the dark. Don't quite understand that. Well, I can't buy or sell them. Fuel. What do we have for fuel? 8. Supplies. We have 8 as well. Maybe I will. I'll buy 2 for now. What is the mushroom line? The finest output. So a lot of these items I really don't know what they do. Oh, also we have to keep in mind our cargo. Our ship can only hold so much. Alright, well, I mean, that's a good start, I think. As I'm just curious, I just keep want to play. I really want to keep playing. That's the order of those words I wanted. I really do. It's kind of fun. Again, for those of you who are more interested in kind of lore and story and stuff like that, this is definitely something I think you're going to be able to sink a lot of time into, at least for the first while. The story elements, I don't think are going to change super tons, but the order in which you come across them and stuff with each play, it definitely is, and the map and all that stuff is changing up all the time. Pretty cool. I'm enjoying it so far anyways, and I do have probably a few hours into it at this point in time. I'm looking forward to putting more hours into it, and that's about it. So thoughts and all that stuff, comments below, please. Of course, I welcome them. Let's talk about the game, your experiences with it. If you have questions and stuff, let's figure it out. And until the next episode of Foxman Plays Sunless Sea, I say unto you, peace out.